bring the heat.
What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the JuveCorner cast podcast edition. It's your match preview, Lazio versus Juventus. One of the most important games of the Serie A, guys. Mamma mia, it's going to be insane with what's going to be happening for the Serie A. Because we don't even know if Juventus would even qualify for the second leg of the Champions League. We don't even know. So... No, I mean, guys, of course, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe. Push notifications for more daily awesome content just like this one as well with all the live streams that are happening. And, of course, let me know what you guys think in the live chat. Of course, share the content. Let's go. Andiamo. And let's go. See, we got Buonasera, Anthony. Buonasera a casa tutti, Gio. Buonasera, Anthony. Milanista, by the way. By the way, guys, I just want to make another announcement. We did have it for the last stream. It was Tutto Calcio. We definitely had a nice show. Had a Napoli fan on. I want to see if I can find a Milanista, Anthony. So it's going to be really interesting for the next couple of days. So yeah, man. Big up to Joya 10 edits, man. Big up, man. Big up. I made one. Yeah, finally. Yeah, man. Exactly. Big up to Lamtrap every single time. Always a loyal supporter in the chat. Let's go, guys. Let's get the viewers up. 2 viewers. Guys, get Gasso. What are we doing? We were at 20 last stream. So andiamo. Let's keep on going. Let's go get the likes up. Of course, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, and let's keep it going. But yeah, let's get into it. You want to get into it? Let's get into it. Hold on here. Let's see. Let me see if I can share my screen with everybody. See if it's doing something. All right. Finally. Here we go, guys. You have Colomwani, McKennie, Nico Gonzalez, Weah, Turam, Locatelli, Costa as well, Savona, Kalulu, Vega, and Di Gregorio. This is the projected lineup for tomorrow. Ah, man, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, guys. I'm not liking the lineup at all either. Savona, listen, I think he's better than Lloyd Kelly, so why not, right? McKennie at like, come on, guys. We have Conceição. We have so many of these guys. Like seriously, and we're not even using them. I don't understand. I get it. We're trying to plan for next season because Conceição is most likely not going to be the one of the players that's going to be joint or even really officially or permanently staying at Juventus. You probably won't be. So I honestly don't know what the club is actually viewing and who's going to be the next coach, because is it going to be Tudor? Is it going to be Conte? Right? We'll wait and see on that, because it's, of course, news is starting to pile up with all that. But oh yeah, big up to everybody. Big up to Anthony. Yeah, good win for Milan as well. And hopefully it's in favor for us, especially because we need a win, guys. Must win tomorrow. So good win versus Bologna today to help our players get confidence for the Coppa Italia final against them in Rome. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a good final. Bologna and Milan. Let's see. I'm still leaning towards a Milan victory because of the history, right? Because they know how to win competitions, and Bologna is they have Italiano, which hasn't really won anything. He's been to finals, but he hasn't won yet. So yeah, Anthony, those are my thoughts about Milan. I mean, listen, if you guys win 2 trophies, I think that you should keep Conceição for the next season, at least, unless you get somebody better, right? But yeah, for Juventus, guys, this is really it, man. Tomorrow is going to be the game where it defines how next season will look, how the season after that will look as well, because it is very important for us to make Champions League. Champions League, guys, is going to be crucial for Juventus to attract those top players that we're all linked to. Supposedly, we've made an 85 million offer, or like getting ready to offer 85 million to Napoli for Osimhen. Like, in order for Osimhen to even come to Juve, of course, it's going to be through ADL from Napoli, right? And then also, we're going to have to check out the big picture here. Will he want to come to Juventus that will play in Europa League, or will he play in Champions League? It all depends, I think, on the situation with Europa League or Champions League at the moment. Because I don't think he's going to want to come to Juve if we're playing in Europa League. He wants to play Champions League. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Why would Tudor play McKennie in behind Colomani? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that they're doing that. Even Motta did that when he was at Juve. He put the McKennie in the 10 role sometimes. So it really didn't make any sense to me. But let's see what happens. I'm really curious to see how Tudor is really going to, if this is really the true lineup. So let's see, because I heard that Vlahovic is back and he's going to be available. So, and the big man is going to have to step as Colomani. Colomani is going to be a big crucial part for Juventus. As we know, Yildiz won't be there. Nico Gonzalez is going to have to be on his A game as well. The defense, guys, the defense. Kalulu, I think, is probably one of the better defenders. Vega. Savona, I'm concerned about, though. Savona, guys, I'm very concerned about, because he hasn't even been playing that well, even when he's played, ever since that injury. Apparently, Napoli will try to go for Kevin De Bruyne in the summer on a free transfer since he's leaving Man City. Yeah, supposedly that's happening. And supposedly it's a Conte signing. But there was news. Hold on, since I'm sharing my screen. I think let's see, where is it? This was the Osimhen, guys. This was right here, guys. So supposedly, let me do it again. Okay, there we go. So it says here, Max Allegri, Napoli talks have intensified. So they have intensified, guys. I don't know why, but they have intensified. I don't know why this thing is there, but don't promote. Okay, there we go. Max Allegri talks to Napoli have intensified, with Juventus pushing hard for Conte, and De Laurentiis sees Allegri as a plan B if Conte leaves. So, I'm not so sure what's really happening in terms of the news, in terms of what's happening here, right? More sources were indicating, like Monblano, a couple other, sources were saying about the Allegri Napoli rumors. But to me, I'm not so sure that De Laurentiis would want to go for Allegri. I really don't know. It's going to be interesting in terms of if Conte will even leave Napoli, right? I mean, because De Bruyne would be a Conte signing for sure if they even land him. Let's see what happens, right? It would be a Conte signing. But I think it all depends on what De Laurentiis wants. Does he want, because remember, they're qualifying for Champions League. If they win the Scudetto, next season they're going to want to, at least, because they won 2 Scudetti already, basically. So they're going to want to at least go far in Europe. So will he think that Conte will be the guy to overcome that European, that he can't win in Europe philosophy? I really don't know. To me, Conte was always going to be a rebuilder. In my opinion, he's always going to be a rebuilder. I mean, he's done it in so many leagues. He's done it. He did it with Chelsea. He did it with, except for Tottenham, but he did it with so many. He did it with so many teams. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. If De Bruyne does go to Napoli, I think that Conte will stay at Napoli, sadly. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Right. Let's go back to the projected lineup once again. Here, I mean, man, who else, guys, would you replace? I mean, Costa, I think, should start. Supposedly, as well, Douglas Luiz is going to start. I'm not sure if it's Locatelli that's going to start. I don't know if Douglas Luiz should start even because, we've seen him. He hasn't been focused at Juventus, and in his injuries, quote unquote, right? The problems with the coach. So I'm not really so sure with Douglas Luiz. But if we start Locatelli, I think Locatelli should be the anchor of the team. Thuram, of course, has been playing amazing lately. Nico Gonzalez, like I said, he needs to keep it up. Yes, he scored against Monza, but I still need to see improvements. Weah, I'm not liking that way on the left side. He's usually, I thought he was usually a right winger, he's usually a left right back. Sorry, right back. Usually not a left wing back, but um, man, it's gonna be interesting, and it's just such a weird lineup, honestly, from Tudor. Colomani, I think was really the only guy I would see it, and I would see Conceição on that right, and then I would see on the left, I would see Nico Gonzalez. I wouldn't want to see McKennie playing that role. Plus, McKennie hasn't looked the best either. So I'm still wondering what it is that Tudor is really trying to do, because also with the words from the press conference, it's kind of worrying. Kind of worrying for Juventus, and I am worried. I'm very, very, very worried for tomorrow's match because we all know how Juventus is. So let's just hope for the best, guys. I am just basically so nervous because it's going to depend on everything in tomorrow's match. Tomorrow is going to be like a final like no other for just Juventus for the next couple of years, basically, because this could determine everything for Juventus. So I don't mind Costa. Yeah, everyone's writing off. Yeah, exactly. I think Costa is a good player. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like that we haven't used him enough, for us to be satisfied. And I get it, he's missed and stuff like that. And I agree with Joy 10 here with Mbangula. Mbangula, I think, scored with the next gen the other day. And listen, give him a chance, guys. Give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, but in my opinion, put Mbangula on that left side where McKennie is instead of McKennie. Right? I mean, that makes more sense if you were going to do that. But for Gonzalez. And then Conceição for Costa. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put Conceição for Costa. I would put Conceição for either Nico Gonzalez or for McKennie, because that would be his natural position. Because if you put him where Costa is, he's gonna have to track back most of the time, and you already know it's not gonna work well for Conceição. So, of course, sempre forza Juve. Of course, man. I don't know why the coach doesn't give him a chance. I really don't know either, man. It's like Motta, right? He always kept on putting Coop Miners in, even if he was bad, always defending him, right? So we didn't really know what to expect. So, oh man, but guys, I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, tomorrow's match, is going to be crucial in terms of the mercato, where we could go into the mercato as that. So let's see here. Juntli is ready to offer 85. As you can see here, Juntli is ready to offer 85 million for Osimhen, bypassing the clause not valid for Italian clubs. It's up to De Laurentiis now. Al Hilal offered 30 to 35 million per year. Juventus can't match that, but offer. Um, but offer Osimhen a leading role in a new look attack. Okay, so I wouldn't, it would be, I think, good for Juventus to get Osimhen. I think he could really thrive at Juve because we all know that he did it at Napoli. He kind of reminds me of how we, with Higuain. Now I'm not comparing him to Higuain, guys, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of the same type of feeling, you know. If we go over to this one with Vlahovic, it looks like he's out the door. So it says here, Dusan Vlahovic has reportedly turned down 3 contract extension offers from Juventus, all with reduced wages, 8 through 9 million euros versus the current 12 million that he's earning right now. So a summer sale now looks inevitable, with Juventus aiming for 40 to 50 million euros before searching for a new striker. So this is, of course, reported by Corriere dello Sport. Man, this is going to be crazy. But it all depends on what we get from Vlahovic, right? Plus on whoever else we sell in the summer, because the chances of Cambiaso leaving are extremely high now, guys. They're extremely high. So it's going to be something to definitely take into consideration. So let's see here for 85. I don't know, maybe, but 85 is an enormous investment. Yeah, you're right. But I think it all depends on the Cambiaso deal, how much we get for Cambiaso, and also depends on if we get like at least 50 million from Vlahovic. That's in my opinion. 40 to 50 million, even though that'd still be a downgrade, but I think if we get at least 50 or 60, imagine we get 60, then Osimhen would, in my opinion, I'll get Osimhen. He doesn't deserve 12. I don't know why he doesn't just accept it. I don't know why. Well, it's the ego, you know what I'm saying? The money hungry. So they're always, especially there's always going to be players like that. It's like if Mbappe doesn't, deserve it, he's going to want more anyway. That's how players are these days anyway. So, yeah, man, I'm definitely concerned. About Vlahovic in terms of that. We already saw that one as well. Oh, yeah. Here's this as well. But if Juventus qualify for the UCL, there's an exit clause in Tudor's deal. They're not weakening Igor's position at the moment, but keeping options open. Conte is a dream, but Juventus still don't know what next season will look like exactly. We don't know because we don't know if we're going to qualify for Champions League or we're not going to qualify, which is going to be something to consider because we're gonna have to basically sell half the team if we do not qualify. Supposedly, we're gonna have to sell half the team. But reportedly from John Elkan, he's gonna inject like 100 million euros, to basically save the team if that happens. So it's like we have the money, but let's see if we could spend it right. So I'm very concerned also with the the managerial position with Conte, right? If he does come, I think he's the man, in my opinion, that we should get to rebuild a team. Now, if we're getting Osimhen, is he a Conte player? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I mean, supposedly, Conte wanted to make things work with Osimhen, but Osimhen fell out with ADL, not Conte. And Conte just left him on the bench because he knew that he was leaving, just like he did with Kvara, right? So, yeah, I think in terms of on Conte coming, I think it's no problem. But other than that, yeah, there will be, thank goodness for this news, guys, because I was shaking when I heard about this news. But there will be no Allegri 3.0 in any role with Juventus. Thank goodness. Yes, Allegri, uno di noi. Okay. You, of course, Allegri, we all know what you did. I respect what you did for Juventus. You know, you brought us to glory, won us a lot of trophies, but seriously, 3.0? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Victor would not be a Conte signing, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't, like I said, Anthony, we don't really know. In my opinion, for me, it's we don't really know what happened at the Napoli, camp. It all depends on if it was really De Laurentiis, if it was ADL, or it was actually Conte that drove, that wanted him out for for Lakaka. So for me, I think it wouldn't work. At the same time, I think it could work with Osimhen, because also Osimhen with Napoli. I mean, hey, counterattacking basically with Conte. Especially because remember he's also surrounded. Osimhen will be surrounded with a better team, in my opinion, than Napoli. So let's see. I mean, there's no reports about David, 2K champion. There's actually no reports about Jonathan David. Very concerned also about the the striker situation with David. There's also the possibility of Lookman, not as a number 9, but he's also another option that's going to be coming with supposedly Osimhen. Those are the rumors now. They're intensifying with Lookman for Juve. But yeah, man. I mean, I am just basically concerned about, of course, what the management's going to do. Now, of course, my opinion is I would go for David, right? If we get Conte, that's the obvious thing because David would fit into Conte's system, and I think he would do well in Serie A. If you think about it, I think he would do very well. But Osimhen for 85 million, I don't know, guys. Yes, I think it would be good if we, if either we keep Tudor or we get somebody else, right? If we don't get Conte. But if we get Conte and then, we get Osimhen, then it's not going to work, I don't think. It depends, right? It depends on what Conte will do at Juventus that's different from Napoli that he's doing right now. And let's all be honest, with this Napoli team, if it wasn't for Conte, they wouldn't be in first. It's the Conte effect. So let's see what happens in there. But also back to the Lazio Juve. One of the most important games, I think, of the season now. We could all say that. Of course, guys, put down your predictions down in the comments, in the live chat. Put your predictions, and I'll give you mine. Because it's this game is so hard to predict. Because we don't know if the true Juventus will come out for this game. Because this true Juventus, we haven't really seen it. We haven't seen it. Yes, we won against Monza. Okay. But we really haven't seen that fire, that grinta, right? We've seen better, but we haven't really seen that whole picture, that we've been wanting to see. So, of course, guys, if you have any predictions, put it in the live chat, of course, guys. And I'm going to give you my prediction. So, my predictions for tomorrow's game, since Lazio is playing at home, is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. And I have a huge bad feeling that something bad for Juve. I don't know why. But something because of what Tudor said in the press conference just made me. I don't know, man. It's just something's off. But my predictions are definitely, I think, it's going to be close. I want to say 1-1 at halftime from the first half, 1-1. Second half, Juventus gets the winning goal, and it's going to be Conceição. will be the second one. So it'll be 2-2. Sorry. It'll be 2-1 Juventus. That is my prediction for tomorrow. Be close. It will be close. But I feel like that with the Juventus that we have, I expect Juventus to get over the line. I expect Juventus to get over the line, guys. Tomorrow, we must play this game like a final. Because our future for the next few seasons is going to depend on, what we place, especially because we need that Champions League spot. And in order to Juventus to be back faster, this game needs to be, yeah, it must be 2-1 for me. 2-1 Juve. I feel like it's going to be 1-1 at halftime, and then Conceição, he will score a late goal, and Juventus will be victorious. And hopefully, we can clinch that fourth spot, right? Because we're going to need Roma to lose. Even though Atalanta, we need Roma to lose. We need Roma to lose. We're going to need Bologna lost, which was good for us. Who else are we going to need to lose, guys? Fiorentina, right? Fiorentina. I think it was Fiorentina. Who else? It was somebody else. I think Fiorentina, somebody else. But yeah, no, for sure though. I think for what I'm seeing is Juventus. Juventus will win, but I have a bad feeling. And whenever I have a bad feeling, it's just gonna end up bad. So hopefully we could win this game. And I big up, brother. Oh my God, Ciao Antonio, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you in the chat, and it's been a while since I've done a live. Well, not a while, but because I did a live yesterday with the Paisanos. But yeah, no, don't worry. We're gonna be back, and we're gonna be streaming a lot now since we're at the end of the season, and maybe I'll do a watch along for the Lazio game. We'll see, guys. Maybe I'll do a watch along, which would be cool. So of course, big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Of course, push the notification bell ring, guys, because it's very important for you guys, of course, to attend the live streams for more, of course, content, guys. And it's going to be a lot because since the Football Arena show is coming soon, guys. It's going to be most likely starting either this weekend or next weekend. Tutto Calcio has already started that new show with Dom. Nick Diani is a Lazio fan, guys, so he's going to be joining that show as well. We're going to have Nino as well on the channel because they're always on the channel. They're always on the panel. So they're going to be basically with that show too for the Tutto Calcio. I am just looking for I think I have an Interista that's going to come on so we can have a little banter in the thing, right? But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Oh, look who it is. Yeah, I hope not too, Joya. Listen, that's the last thing that we need. We cannot lose to Lazio. It's the last thing. Look who it is. Look who it is. This guy Catalan. You still crying, bro? Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm crying too. I'm crying with you, bro. I'm crying with you. I don't want to see my our rivals in that final, right? And then it happened. So if we were going for Ozzy, then how is that Conte could be coming? That's the thing. We don't know what's happening, Antonio. I said this before. We don't know, man, what's happening with the whole Conte situation, right? They're saying that, he's completed, right? He's already going to be the next Juventus manager after he leaves Napoli if they win the Scudetto. So, yeah, man. But, big up to Touchline. Big up to my guy, Albie, bro. Big up, brother. Big up to Touchline for the raid. Thank you so much, man. Of course, get this guy as well, guys. For all the Juventus fans that are in the chat as well, go subscribe to Touchline Facts. He's my guy. He's going to be joining me on Football Arena as well. I'll let you know about Football Arena. It's going to be probably not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm going to start it. It's going to be a new show on my channel. So it's going to be cool. But yeah, man, thank you so much for the raid, bro. Thank you so much. Big up to Adam as well, bro. Big up, man. Big up, man. But this guy, bro, this guy. Oh my gosh, guy said touchline raid the United fraud. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. What's my origin story? Like, what do you mean? How I became a Juve fan? Like, oh, what? Well, my dad was a Juve. My father was a Juventus, fan. He loved the Juventus colors. I watched, Del Piero's like what last 2 seasons I watched, and I just fell in love with the club. I fell in love because we were also, in the beginning that winning era, right? We were beginning to win. But yeah, no, I fell in love with the club. I looked back in the history as well. When I was younger, looked at a lot of the players that played for Juve, like Zidane. Looked on it and stuff like that, like on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, man, and not just that, but like my Sicilian family is like all Juventino, except for my nonna. My nonna was actually an Interista. So how lucky I am, Joya. How lucky I am to be a Juventino, man. How lucky I am, because if I was an Interista, I would like, oh my gosh, that'd be bad. That'd be bad. But yeah, man. My nonna was a Juve fan, and that's why I'm a Juve fan. Yeah. Well, my dad was, yeah, man. Big up to Adam as well. Says Gio, what are your thoughts on El Clanico between Man United and Tottenham in a Europa League final? Whoa, it's just fraudulent. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That final is going to be fraudulent. I think that Man United have the edge at the moment, but it's just fraudulent at the end of the day, bruv. You know. Now I have my English accent coming out. With the bruv, with the fraudulent, with the fraud. You see when I hang out with all these guys, man, they're turning me English. No, this is Italian. Okay, guys, I must speak in my Italian voice. You understand? All right, or my Italian American voice. Okay. Goodness sakes. But I think Man United have an edge over Tottenham at the moment, even though Tottenham actually, I think they beat Man United three times this season. So could be possibly a fourth. And imagine if Tottenham wins. That would be the most craziest thing. And that had to be against Man United too. Oh my gosh. And I know Touchline will not like that if Tottenham were able, were to win against Man United in that final. That would be crazy because they haven't won a trophy in like what, 25 years, 20 years, Tottenham. So, yeah, man. I mean, those are my thoughts. Fraudulent final. All right, that's the new final. But yeah, no, of course. But big up to Touchline, of course. Again for the raid, bro. Big up. But yeah, no, I mean, guys. Going back to Juve. Yeah, man. We all have an origin story, bro. It's either our dad or our nono, right? Even though my nono was an Interista, but hey, we don't get there, right, bro? We don't get why that happened, but yeah, I mean, I just loved the history. I loved the culture of to be a Juve fan, because Juventus always had class, you know, in terms of everything. Look at the new, our stadium is better. Yes, it might not have as much seats as the San Siro. It might not have that big atmosphere, right? But you could say our stadium is one hell of a stadium. Compared to all of them, come on, come on. Like, we have class. Like, when Milan and Inter can talk to me about class, I'm like, get the heck out. Because Juventus have the most class in Italy. That's why we're the best team in Italy. Because we have the most class. AC Milan were losing 1-0 to Bologna, playing Haram ball, and they used CONCACAF to win today. Yeah, they did. They did, bro. They did. With my nono, I met Chiellini, and kind of from that point, I was always a Juve fan. No other club, just Juve. Big up, bro. Yeah, no, I get it. You know what the crazy thing is? Chiellini, I call him the Mutz, bro. You know why I call him the Mutz? I call him the mozzarella. You know why? Because he there was one time I was in New York, and I went to go get my shirt signed by Chiellini, and he turned me. It was me and my dad because he went straight to because they're going from the hotel to the game. So he didn't come to us. He just only signed like maybe one shirt and that's it. And he just went. So I had to get one of my friends. You probably would know him. Marco Messina's father, Gaetano Messina. Um, he actually got in touch with the Juventus, organization or whatever, right? And then they got Chiellini on the plane to sign uh, the shirt. So I have it actually in New York, and I'm going to be going to New York soon. So it's going to be a completely different setup from where I am right now. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, man. Because he was just like the biggest UVA fan. So ever since I was 3. Dang, wow, that's insane, bro. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly, bro. But Joya, what is your predictions? Did you put your predictions? I think you did, right? Guys, what are your predictions for tomorrow's game? Because I want to know as well. It's going to be interesting, right? Let me know what you guys think. 1-1 draw, Adam. You really think? I hope not. Listen, I kind of feel something like a draw, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a draw. So I'm like, come on, man. I don't want that. Please, bro. You know? All right, Gio, I gotta go. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus, man. Forza Juventus, always, bro. And tomorrow is gonna be great because I'm gonna do a post game. I'm gonna see if I could get some Juventini on as well to rant about the game, right? If something bad like this comment happens, because I'm going to be livid if that happens. And I feel like it's going to be still going to be haram hope from both. Well, I hope not. I hope not. A win I see 2-1 win for Juventus. I hope so, bro. Adam, that was my prediction. I hope, I see a 1-1 at halftime for some reason, and then Conceição to come off the bench and to score the winner. Wouldn't that be crazy, right? Because he's always been on the bench, right? And we barely gave him a chance, which would be crazy. I mean, I hope it will be a sneaky win. I hope so. Because that'll make it sweeter for all those Laziali. They're saying, oh, we're going to smack Juventus, all this and that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that, guys. I'm telling you, I can't wait for the next episode for the Tutto Calcio. Everybody, I want you to keep your notification bell on for that because it's going to be epic with the banter, with everything. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, guys. So definitely stay tuned for the next Tutto Calcio show. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. So definitely do that. I want to see if I can show the little preview. Or well, not the next live, but it'll be maybe in 2 lives. But I want to give you like a little sneak peek of the thumbnail already. It's already set Tutto Calcio for the new show. This will be episode 2, by the way. It'll be a live show. It'll be after all of the teams can have 2 or more rivals, not just one. Oh yeah. I know. Oh, I know. Don't worry about that, bro. Hold on. Let me see if I could get the download. Perfect. So you guys let me know if you guys want to see. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Yep. Now here it is, guys. Here it is. That is going to be the Tutto Calcio episode 2 show. It's going to be me, Reno, Nino, Dom, the Napoli fan, and Nick, a new addition, the Laziali. So it's going to be pretty cool. Hold on, let me get my other logo out there so you can see that logo. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, right, guys? I mean, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. The new show. I love it already. I love it already. So yeah, it's Tutto Calcio. You know, it's gonna be like a little espresso talk, right? We're gonna have like a little espresso at night, so it's gonna be nice. In the United States, this game will be broadcasted on Paramount Plus in Italy. Doesn't I think it doesn't on in Italy. But yeah. For us, it's Paramount. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's gonna be the new show. Let me know if you like the thumbnail and also the logo that's there as well that I made it. It's pretty cool. I like it. But let me know in the chat, guys, if you like the logo so far. And just the thumbnail in general. Let me know. But yeah, that's going to be, of course, for the next Tutto Calcio show, live. So I'm gonna see if I can get Milanista and Interista there because it's gonna be pretty cool to see, right? But yeah. Let me see. But yeah, I mean, as Lazio, we all know they're going to try to, play on that counter, right? And Juventus is going to try to be a little bit of aggressive. I hope I can see a little bit of that Grinta, right, for tomorrow, with Tudor. But yeah, man, I think that we could win this game. It's definitely a winnable game, even though it's going to be tough because we are playing in Rome. We're not playing at home, guys. And at the moment, Lazio is not playing in the Europa League because they got knocked out by Bodo. But let's see what happens, guys. I'm also curious to see you guys in the comments as well. The Osimhen video will be coming out tomorrow or today about the 85 million, the details, and I'm going to run it down. And then there's going to be also about the Mandragola news that supposedly Juventus and Giuntoli. Oh my gosh! And then also the Giuntoli video is going to come out because there's only a 6.64% chance that he's going to stay at Juventus. So stay tuned with that as well, guys. But of course, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. I am ending the show a little early today, but I'll be back for tomorrow, maybe for a watch along. So stay tuned, and also for the post game reaction, and also maybe a match reaction video. So content's coming your way, guys. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also remember to, of course, it's going to be Tutto Calcio, guys. Tutto Calcio show is coming. Episode 2 is coming soon, maybe this Monday. So definitely keep in touch with that. Also, share the content. Let's go, everybody. And yeah, guys. And I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Ciao a tutti. And fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao a tutti. Ciao, everybody.
This is a Russ production.